spot to put you today. Welcome. We're just hanging out before our batteries completely pass away. So thank you for hanging out with me. We're just looking through this old legacy media. So we'll check out some what do they call physical media is what they call it now. So we're gonna go through, take a look at some. We're like the Criterion Closet here today. Excuse me, welcome. So we have, what do we have today? Ooh, this is from 2009, it looks like. So Michael Jackson tribute, People magazine. So I'm gonna take a look at that. Remembering Michael. So I guess that's released in 2009. If you can remember those days. So I'm just gonna check out some old photos from back in. This is like crisp. Like this hasn't even been looked through yet. So check it out with me. Ooh, look at those lights. That is a tunnel galore. Jackson was exquisitely aware every moment of the image he wanted to project. He is grounded and centered and focused. Thriller producer Quincy Jones told People in 1987. Connected to his creative soul. So yeah, that's a pretty cool picture. You know, he got everybody wearing hats. So, I mean, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but he did look good in a hat. Michael Jackson. Speaking of hats, R.I.P. Michael Jackson. There he's running around out in the, oh my goodness. Look at that. That's a really cool photo. That's cool. Interesting. Photos that tell a story. Tell a story. If you're wondering what we're looking at, it's some old People tribute to Michael Jackson. So very, you know, just looking through some physical media. So if you like Michael Jackson, this is from 2009. Always ahead on the trends. I would say if you look at a lot of the stuff that he's wearing, it's probably popular now. So I would say this is from the 80s though. He says, he's the only reason I do what I do, said R&B singer Ne-Yo of his idol. Music sounds the way it sounds because of Michael. He was very talented. We were just talking about him last night because Keith was watching some Michael Jackson videos and with the Jackson 5, and he was just like, he's so much more talented than everybody else. It's just coming so easily to him. It must have been quite a life to be that guy. Hi, Graham. Hi, Graham. Welcome. It must have been overwhelming. Just overwhelming. What year do you think? I think that was an 85. It's got a little 85 nubbin there. Okay. No, but seriously, look at this look. He's giving him like the side eye. You can see that. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? I don't remember. This must have been 09. Oh, there he is with Princess Diana. 1988. Oh, that's Frank Sinatra. Is that Macaulay Culkin? Oh, it is. Little baby Macaulay Culkin. And I don't know who the last guy is. Macaulay Culkin and Marlon Brando. Oh my god. I didn't even recognize him. I could have been a contender instead of a bum. That's Elizabeth Taylor. I wanted to say Elizabeth Grant because I've been working with Elizabeth Grant too much, but I'm so much so that I'm like, oh yeah, Elizabeth Grant. No, that's Elizabeth Taylor, the other Elizabeth. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool jacket though. It's very Star Wars future sci-fi. Oh, Andy Warhol. Chuck Berry. And so many. Oh, is that the Queen? Well, there's a lot of queens. There's all the queens. All the queens. Little baby kitten. Who's a little baby kitten? So yeah, just going through some photos. The tribute to Michael Jackson. Look at these outfits. It's pretty magical. They must have been very warm on the stage because the lights back in those days were very hot. Oh, it's a lounge area. Back in the mid-century modern, they used to have recessed lounge areas, and they had all their gold and platinum records up at the top. Kind of like how these days we have all our YouTube awards. Oh, things got weird. It's true. Things got weird. Well, as we know from some of the richest people in the world, things often get very weird when you have more money than you know what to do with it, you know. So I guess there'll be a lot of historical looking back at the times. Although I guess right now we're pretty much doing it. We're looking back at Michael Jackson's life a little bit. Just very cool. And then the passing. So R.I.P. Michael Jackson, but it's a cool book that we've got. We've got a lot of cool. We got Spider-Woman, if you like comic books. I'm not gonna open this because you do not open comic books. You just look. You look at them, you enjoy them. This one I think it's safe to take a look at though. Little Superman. It's a bird, it's a plane. Does anybody else miss physical media? Well, we got some. We got some here. We got a lot of books. I'm still working on reading a few. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we got a lot of tribute books out today. So I think this is the tribute book box. 150 years of employees at the heart of our success. This sounds like a Downton Abbey, basically, like, but the real Downton Abbey people. Like the real people who worked in the various townships and whatnot. Sir William had left the tobacco company to both Stewart brothers. It was Walter Stewart who took on the most active role in the company and became president. Well, I guess that's how you become president. You just show up. That's what is that? 90% of doing anything is just showing up. What year are we in now? 2003. What? That was quite the leap. There's Quebec and Prince Edward Island. Some histoire. Some Canadian histoire. The post-war period. I don't know. Are we just talking like general? 150 years. Employees at the heart of our success. There would not be a 150-year anniversary to celebrate today if a young man from Prince Edward Island, descended of the great Scottish clan MacDonald and Glendale, had not decided at the age of 27 to try his hand at tobacco manufacturing. Okay. I'm just trying to figure out who... The JTI McDonald Corp. Is this like swag? Am I looking at like really fancy swag from a corporate event? What am I looking at? What is this? Look, it's cigarettes. Wow, McDonald's special. Where did you get this, Keith? Cutting edge sponsorships of sport and music events. Cigarettes. 50 years of employers in Canada. What am I looking at? Where did you get this book? A global economy. Economy. And then thank you all. The future is bright. Another successful 150 years. You are indeed looking at a corporate swag. Okay, that's what I thought. I'm like halfway through here. I'm like, this is really, really... Well, this is the most fancy corporate swag I've ever met in my whole life. So good job. Of course, it is a tobacco company. Ooh, celebrate the 80s. This is... You were tech at JTI Rothmans. Oh, okay, well, that makes sense. Well, this is very cool. But very, very swaggy. Okay, who likes the 80s? Does anybody remember the 80s? Or is it just me and Keith? We have some good favorites here. The E.T. Little Princess Di. Devo. Max Headroom. He was one of my favorites when I was a little kid. Our Girl Cher. Eddie Murphy. Molly Ringwald, although I didn't really get to get introduced to Molly Ringwald until much later. Oh my god, look at Sting's cheekbones. Stop it. Is that Sting? I hope that's Sting. It looks like Sting. Let's just go with its Sting. I'm going to say that's Sting. Everybody else, like, I vaguely remember this show. Like, what is this a show? What is this? Is that just a picture of the Brat Pack, just in general? Just sitting there? Just a promotional photo of the Brat Pack? Is this? Because that's what it looks like. Is that Emilio Estevez? And that other guy? And that chick? And this? Okay, thanks. Because I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, I don't think I've seen that show. Oh, wait, maybe it's just the Brat Pack in general. St. Elmo's Fire. I've never seen that. Oh, don't forget Dirty Dancing. And this chick, she was everywhere. And it's not ringing a bell. Nice bikini, though. Oh, look who it is. Monsieur Richard. Look at him as a young baby boy. Richard Gere. Kevin and Costner. Oh, I didn't know this book was going to get so spicy. Richard Gere, put your top back on. Sir. The 80s. Hairless in Manhattan. Tom Cruise. Before he had chin implants. Or jaw implants. His little baby. Little baby Tom Cruise. Who's this guy? We all know him. It's our guy, Mel Gibson. Before Braveheart. Braveheart was in 92, I believe. Oh my God, Kevin Costner, what's up? What is happening in this? This is a very specific, like, okay. I was wondering, are we just gonna look at shirtless dudes from the 80s? Whitney Houston. You know, I was watching a show about Whitney Houston, and she has apparently, like, the most perfect mouth. Like, mathematically. Whitney Houston. R.I.P. Christy Brinkley. Oh, that's who the bikini lady is. Okay. Well, these are some very nice bikinis. Good job. Oh my God, is this Demi Moore? Wow, she looks so different now. Look at her. She looks like a whole different person. Well, I mean, you can kind of still tell it's her, but I mean, she looks great. I'm a little like, I'm a little blown away. Look at these old photos. Oh, Sigourney Weaver. Who else? I don't know. I don't know who these other people. I vaguely. Is that? Yep, that's Sigourney Weaver wearing the most interesting jumpsuit in the world. Or is this a dress? No, let's go with jumpsuit. That's way cooler. Come on, 80s. Let's go out with the 80s style. And is this Demi Moore again? This one right here? I think it is. Let's just go with it is. Just looking at some 80s, some real 80s style. From the red carpet. Whoopi Goldberg. That's who it is. Whoopi Goldberg. And acid wash diamond worn by Tiffany. Okay. Tiffany was a musical artist back in the day, as far as I recollect. But yeah, Sigourney Weaver wins the outfit. Look at that. So, very cool. It feels like, it doesn't feel like that long ago, but when you see these pictures, it's like, okay, maybe Maybe it was, actually. Tiffany! Yeah, on the fly. Oh my god, look at these outfits. Would it be okay to wear something like this today, or would they get, like, mad? Okay. It's our girl. Who's it? I forget her name. Jamie Lee Curtis. Why? My brain is too many names in my brain. Jamie Lee Curtis. Did you know she was like promoting her new movie or whatever, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, Jamie Lee Curtis has big boobs," and it's like, yeah, I think that's what she's kind of known for, is big boobs. But I guess the young ones didn't know that she has big boobs. I believe that's Jane Fonda. And I think leg warmers need to make a comeback because it is winter. Hi, Natasha. It is winter, and leg warmers, it's time for them to come back. Movies of the 80s, if you haven't seen them. E.T., one of the best. Oh, we have Batman, the original. I didn't know Tootsie was in the 80s, but I guess that makes sense. Raiders of the Lost Ark. Oh, I've seen all of these. Top Gun, Crocodile Dundee, Beverly Hills Cop, Back to the Future, 1985, and Return of the Jedi, 1983. So, oh my goodness, look at this. Do the tech bros dress any differently today? I don't think they do. That is Wall Street with Michael Douglas. I know it looks kind of like Jason Bateman, but it's not. Oh my goodness. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. I think they made a new one, didn't they? Fatal Attraction. No thanks. We're good. Flashdance though, that's a good time. I don't think I saw whatever this is. Bull Durham? I don't know. It doesn't speak to me. The Big Chill. I think I saw that a few times. It was very adult. Close Encounters of the Third Kind. What year was that made? Hi, Rick. Welcome. What year? We got the Brat Pack. There they are. And all their distressed denim and relaxed flannel. Where are they now? Was Demi Moore part of the Brat Pack? I don't know anything. Now, but here they are, all the bratties. Okay. 1977 is correct. Good job, guys. Good job, Rick. Yeah, no, this is the 80s, so we are a little later than the 70s. I didn't know Demi Moore was part of the... What? Yes, it's the 80s only. Everyone's favorite, Patrick Swayze and Dirty Dancing, Jennifer Grey, Spinal Tap. What up, Adam? Welcome back. We're just we're going through the 80s here on these physical media, checking out some old shows that we may have missed out on. I think I watched most of them. We got Working Girl, classic, Risky Business, and Chariots of Fire. You know what? I don't think I've ever seen Chariots of Fire. So, If anyone can recommend. Surprise 1982 Best Picture, an Oscar winner, bested on Golden Pond, which I have seen, actually. And Raiders of the Lost Ark. And Reds. But 26 years later, the Oscar-winning music and image of men running in slow motion are famous. The plot, less so. Okay. Is that the one that goes dun dun na 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 cha 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 dun dun na 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 pa 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 dun na 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 ch 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 na 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 pa pa pa. It's, for the record, it's about two British track stars, one Christian, one Jewish, and one who won gold medals at the 1924 Paris Olympics. Okay, now I know. I have never seen the movie, but I have heard the trope. I guess there's a reason sometimes when you don't see a movie. This movie I have seen, though. And, oh my God, does anybody remember this? Howard the Duck? I shouldn't have seen that movie. There were a lot of, perhaps, inappropriate things for children, which I was, but there was a comic book, so it was okay, right? Yeah, Adam, life was simple back then. It was. What is this one? Xanadu. Ishtar. Oh my God. Life was not simple for Keith. Sorry, Keith. Sorry, it wasn't simple for you. You had a complicated life. Mandy Patinkin. I was talking to my one friend, and he really enjoys the show Homeland. And I told him that the older gentleman in Homeland was Mandy Patinkin, who also played Inigo Montoya in The Princess Bride. And I think he lost his mind because he didn't put two and two. Honestly, I didn't put two and two together either, because you're a kid. You don't know. You don't follow it up. Dead Poets Society. Beverly Hills Cops. Shout out to Beverly Hills Cop. I think those are 80s. I believe. So we got Say Anything. We got Fatal Attraction with Glenn Close. We got Caddyshack. We got E.T. Fast Times at Ridgemont High. 16 Candles. Oh my God. Karate Kid. Empire Strikes Back. Pee-wee Herman's Big Adventure. And Raiders of the Lost Ark. And Airplane. And that's our roundup. I'm sure there's a lot more in here that they did not. Joe Cocker was the 80s art. I believe so. I believe, if anybody could, he might have been 90s, though. Ferris Bueller's Day Off, 100%. I think I saw it in there. There it is. Ferris Bueller's Day Off, right there. Look at him having his day off. That was a good one. Okay, we got TV's biggest hits. Broad-shouldered women and men in pastel. We watched from Dynasty's melodramas to Miami Vice. I don't know why they're in this fountain. Or is it a pool? I'm going to say it's a fountain because there's lily pads in it. And usually, unless you're very interesting, you don't usually have lily pads in your pool. Soap stars. Okay. You know what? I don't think I watched a lot of soaps, but I watched a lot of movies, but not a lot of soaps when I was a child in the 80s. This is Falcon Crest. Yes, magazines are totally a different world. We got some legacy media going on here, friends. Look at the hair. Look Look at that 80s hair. Bombshell. Cheers. Now, everybody watched Cheers through the 80s. Cheers was just on all the time. Ted, good old Ted. Very intelligent people behind the work. Yeah, and they didn't have, like, computers like they had back now. They had to, like, tape them together and stuff. Yeah, Cheers was amazing. I really like Cheers. I remember how big the finale was. They played it on the Jumbotron in, was it Chicago? It makes sense because Cheers was in Chicago, right? So that would make sense that everybody would come and watch the finale in the stadium on the Jumbotron. That was an event. Yeah, that haircut is amazing. You're right. Oh boy. Knight Rider. Oh my God, Knight Rider. Cheers was in Boston. My bad. My bad. I'm sorry. My bad. I was a child. I was a child. But thank you. Thank you for letting me know. So, yeah. We got some Hasselhoff. Yeah, tell me, Adam. Tell me what's up. Now I know. I haven't watched Cheers probably since it... I used to play it on the piano, though, the opening. Family Ties. Oh, yeah. When I was watching Family Ties, this kid here, Michael J. Fox, he looked like an old man to me. Never mind these two grown-ups. I remember him being like, I'm a grown-up. Yep, Miami Vice is in here 100%. Oh, here they are now. All grown up. Just like me. Just like me. Oh, Oprah. Getting the story. I have no idea. I just followed what he said. Oh, okay. Well, you were right. So, you're both right. Right? Oh, look, it's Miami Vice. With the outfits. Has Miami changed that much? I don't know. We're all learning stuff here. Facts of life. And the Cosby Show. The Cosby Show. Good time. Alf. Alf. R.I.P. The Cosby Show. We got, okay, what do we got? Roundup. We got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Classic. We got Perfect Strangers. Oh my God, love that show. We got Different Strokes. Different Strokes. The A-Team. There's Elf. Am I jogging memories here? We got, oh, Magnum P.I., you got it. We got Cheers. We got Fame. We got, The Incredible Hulk, played by Lou Ferrigno. And Saturday Night Live with Eddie Murphy. And Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous. One of the OG first reality TV shows. Would you count Lifestyle of the Rich and Famous as a reality TV show? It was very documentary style, I would say. And the music. Okay, here we go. We got Blondie. Oh, no, sorry. Blonde Ambition. Sorry, my bad. Blonde Ambition. We got a little Madonna. Showing off some Madonna stuff. The Boss, looking like a boss. Gotta show those arms off. Oh, U2, back when they were more punky. Back in the punk days. Look at his shoes. Look at Bono's shoes. Life before Reels and TikTok was so impressive. People ruined it. MacGyver. It was a different time, Adam. It was a different time. I remember back in my day, having to go down to the record store. Getting media was so difficult. Like I really loved U2, and I was part of their fan group, so I go down to the record store and I had to sign up and like send away for their special fanzine that would come like 4 times a year, and then I would get their, you know, special fanzine. So 4 times a year. Kanye's still wearing those boots, probably. Van Halen, oh my goodness, look at the, speaking of boots, look at these pants. Holy moly. Leopard, no wait, is that Tiger? And the Police. Cyndi Lauper. Yep, I remember her well. Seinfeld. Yep, that was classic. Duran Duran. Duran Duran's coming back right now. Duran Duran is having a full resurgence. Look at the hair. You know what? I think like the whole the broccoli hair that the children, the young ones, the early 20s, they have today. I think they're definitely doing a whole 1980s hair thing. Because look at that. Come on. Can you tell even what year that's from? Well, my battery's about to die, so I might have to flip through this really quickly. So, well, before we say goodbye, the Talking Heads, those were good times. And Boy George. So, Genesis, literally, all the styles have come back, and the Eurythmics. We're reliving Prince. Oh, look at all the hair. We're back to the hair. Big giant hair. Anyway. Devo. And then some hip hop. Run DMC and Queen Latifah. Look at the hats. They're all back in style again. Salt and pepper. Get your fit checks, kids. Yeah, see you at work. Have a fantastic night, Rick. Thank you for popping in. Ooh, Grace Jones. Classic. Oh, trends. Who remembers the Cabbage Patch Dolls? This was our everything we had to play with. That was it. And a puzzle. We did a lot of staring at the ground and looking at ants and watching the Berlin Wall fall down. Ronald Reagan. That's what Rick was talking about earlier. I'm wrapping it up because my battery is about to die, so we're just gonna flip through the end of the Wild Wall Street. It's up, it's down. He's a genius. He's a crook. Wall Street came Main Street, and it stars, for better or for worse, made the front page news. After a 5-year surge in stock prices, Wall Street knew it was time for a correction, but nobody predicted what happened in October 1987, now forever infamous as Black Monday. The Dow Jones Industrial Average fell 22.6%, the largest one-day drop since 1914, the second largest of all time. Until these days, I don't know. There might be a more recent time because this was made in 2009, so I don't know, maybe. Some blamed program trading, in which computers could buy and sell faster than ever before. It took 2 years for the wobbly Dow Jones to get back to pre-crash levels. So, yep, the 80s. And it was those tech bros. Look at those tech bros, Apples and Microsofts and Dell. So the tech bros have been around for so many years. Crazy times. Ugh. Anyway, scandals. Oh, scandals of the 80s. Sex, crime, and politics through the Mayflower, Madame, Jim and Tammy Faye Baker, L.T. Cole, Oliver North, and the Public Spotlight. I don't even remember any of this. I wasn't really keeping it up on the scandals in the 80s because I was like a kid. So he was the True Believer National Security Council operative accused of trading arms for hostages and diverting funds. She was the faithful secretary who smuggled secret documents in her boots. Wow. In the end, L.T. Cole Oliver North was convicted of nothing in the complicated Iran-Contra affair. Today, at age 65, he is a syndicated columnist and grandfather of 11. That's a lot. I mean, more power to you if you can make that work. I guess, like, if you're a grandfather of 11, that's not as bad as being a father. I mean, like, that's a lot. But good for him. Fawn Hall married former Doors manager Danny Sugarman, became addicted to crack and cleaned up. Now 49, she has recently been working in an LA bookstore. Well, good for her. I'm glad it all worked out in the end. Vanessa Williams, there she is. First, Vanessa Williams made history when she became the first African-American Miss America in 1983. Triumph! 10 months later, she had to turn in her tiara when it was discovered that 2 years earlier she had posed for nude photos. Oh no! The 80s were a simpler time. Instant anonymity beckoned, but the model, singer, actress surprised the world by earning 11 Grammy nominations and starring on Broadway, Kiss of the Spider-Woman, the hit TV series Ugly Betty, Comeback, Cue Confetti, Cue John Phillips, Sansa's March. Yay! Wow, I didn't know that. Well, I am learning a lot about stuff in the 80s that I kind of missed out on because I was busy being a child. But thank you for joining me on my time here. And I am going to have to leave you because my phone is going to pass away. But we have so many more things to uncover in the bookstore. We got Guinness Book of 20th Century. So tune in next time when we look through more books and back in history. And maybe learn a few things, one or two things. But I definitely know I learned a bit today. So please like or subscribe, and we will see you next time. Bye, friends.